see dead people. Hello to all my beautiful friends who are joining me here for episode 15. Who I am, well, is... Who am I? This is going to be a follow-up reading from our previous episode where we looked at how you are actually so much more spiritually, emotionally, and materially abundant than you realized, and it was really Spirit's calling through me, through you, through all of us to recognize our worth. And a big card in that reading was the King of Cups. The King of Cups is an authority over our heart, over the cosmic order, the cosmic history, and the cosmic destiny as well. So the King of Cups is a card that shows up when we are learning how to truly remember what we are, remember who we are, and tune in with these more spiritual aspects of the human being. Something I am very adamant about learning how to do and embodying. So today I wanted to do this beautiful little mirror exercise, which is just me setting a spread for us and asking the great mirror, who am I? I wanted to give you a couple of words and sentences that came to mind as I was preparing for this reading. So here we go. In unknown territory, anxious and afraid, medicated or unmedicated, beauty and sorrow like a gently weeping willow, great grand canyons, learning to be seen, peace in her disturbance, learning to be a woman. Who am I is an oracle, a destiny becoming, a whisper to myself. Oh, show me, great mirror, all that I wish to see. Give me the costumes of my creativity. So, my loves, if you are ready to get into this reading, welcome. If you give me your permission to read for you, then welcome, my beautiful empresses. First of all, I have all your cards out here, and I have to say that you are such a beautiful person. You are such a beautiful person. I'm seeing just a young person, a young woman specifically, and she has flowers growing all around her head. These gorgeous, I have heartsease out here with my flower oracle deck, and they look like violets, as well as maybe like pansies, like a mix between violets and pansies, and they grow in a bunch. And I'm seeing you just crowned with these flowers. So, my love, you may already know this, you may already know a lot of what I tell you, but I'm going to tell you nonetheless that you have a very youthful spirit. You have a very young energy. Your energy is very young, and it loves to be called that. It loves to be pointed out as being young because there's something very innocent about you, and that spirit wants to hold claim to that innocence. It wants to protect this innocence very strongly. So you may notice that when you are, turned off by people, or you turn off by situations, a lot of the times it's because your body is trying to protect this spirit of innocence that it has. More to that, however, in your energy, you have this deep root connected to Earth and primordial energies, to the primordial energies of Earth. Remember that sentence about a canyon. There's this vision here of somebody whose spirit was kind of like cracked from the ground, or is as old as the earth. That's kind of more so what I'm getting. And yet somehow you have this duality of being of primordial nature, as well as being this youthful flower, this beautiful young flower. And that makes a lot of sense when you get into some of the cards that we have. So let's go ahead and read out all the cards that we have here first. So first, from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, we have card number 4, the Heart Chakra, card number 31, Magic, card number 15, Compassion, card number 6, Third Eye Chakra, and card number 1, the Root Chakra. I want you to notice there how these two cards came out very mirroring each other. So I have the Heart Chakra and I have Magic. The Heart Chakra is a green card, right? The Taurus of the heart is symbolized by the color green here. And it's card number 4. And it came out with the Magic card, which is this beautiful purple and kind of light purple and white, like a deep purple with some light purple and white. And it's resonating with the card number 31, which if you add 3 and 1, you get 4. It could be a life path 4, my dears. You could have been born on the 4th, could have been born on a Wednesday or Thursday, or Tuesday. And beneath that, I have the card 15, Compassion. It's also green, but this has more of like a deep green blue hue, and it's resonating at card number 15. And its pair was the Third Eye Chakra, which is symbolized by a deep purple or indigo again, and that's card number 6. 1 and 5 from the 15 add up to equal 6 as well. So we have the card numbers of 4 and 6. There again is that energy of earth, 4, and then the flower of 6. That speaks really, really strongly, I think, to your energy, as well as the fact that you can communicate so effortlessly. Your body, your spirit communicates effortlessly with this incarnation, with reality, with your human experience, however it is that you put those narratives, those terms on it, right? I see you. I see you. That's what Earth is saying. It's like, I see you, and you are mine, and I love you, and I will protect you because you are my child, and I love you. So let's continue with Caroline Mrs. Archetype cards. I have the card. They came out, first of all, again, in this pair. 3 cards on the left, 3 cards on the right, 1 card in the middle. The card in the middle, my love, is the Lover card. It is such a beautiful red cherry card. You are such a sweetheart. You are such a sweetheart. You have this energy of just deep compassion. It's as if you were to give gifts to people, right, you would want to give them the most meaningful gift. You go towards where there's the most meaning to be made, to the most loveliness to be cherished, right? You're not superficial. You really truly see others and see other creatures and other lights of life, other aspects of life as deeply beautiful. And I still remember this previous reading where we also understood that energy of water can also be very depressive, right? So there, 2 things can be true at the same time, right? In this lifetime, you are going to be multiple things and wear multiple skins, right? And understand your reality in multiple different ways. But let's continue. So on the one side, I have 3 cards. Card number 1 is Saboteur. The light attribute of this card highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. We have the Dilettante, which delights in the arts without having to be a professional and alerts you of the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. And then we have the Barbarian, with courage and strength to bulldoze through obstacles, right? And then on the other side, funny enough, we have this blank card. It is a completely blank card. It is meant for, the reader to put their own definition on, right? Next to it, we have the child, nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. It's this gorgeous girl holding a little bunny. And then after that, we have the martyr card, which from which we learn the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. And this person is jumping through the sky, heart first, wearing a green shirt, right? Again, symbolizing the heart. And it looks as if like there are a bunch of arrows kind of coming towards them. It's like, I will take it. I will, bear the burden of your dis-ease, right? And there's a lot to be said there. But I'm going to keep finishing with the cards that we have before I go into a little bit deeper of a reading for this. So, from Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic Oracle deck, we have the Rainbow with blessings, Dream Time with creation, Lightning with power, and the Milky Way with perspective. These are very strong cards to get, very ethereal cards to get, like very elemental and abstract. I want to say it's different than, like getting stone or waterfall. These have to do with the sky, especially the sky, going beyond, coming back to that card of magic in the third eye chakra. Like, you are somebody who probably does not really associate with the human life in the way that society does it, right? With the human matrix, with the matrix in which we live in this time, right? This matrix is also bound by time. So, we're going to get into that a little bit more too. The final two cards that we have from my dear Cherilyn Darcy's Language of Flowers deck is the flower Heart's Ease with compassion, Tread a Little More Tenderly, and then the Bird of Paradise with self-acceptance. You are so much more. So, my dear, you probably have landed on this reading because of the fact that you've spent a lot of time trying to understand who you are, right? If you're looking out into the world for representations of yourself, maybe you've kind of fallen short because there is not another version of you. There's not another thing that you can point at and say, oh, yes, that's me, right? No, your energy is very, very unique, very significant, I'm hearing as well. It's very significant. It's that energy that when you touch people, when you meet people, you offer blessings into their life. Your perspective offers them blessings because you have a perspective that goes beyond and outside of the matrix. It's a blessing for people to know you. It's a blessing for people to be in your vicinity, to come close to you, right? Because you show them something out of this world. You show them something that they have never seen in their lives before. And it's blessed with so much positivity because you are blessed with so much good. So, I wanted to get a couple of tarot cards here to go a little bit deeper. And we started our tarot reading here with Strength and the Devil. And I'm actually really glad that the Devil is coming out here because this is episode number 15. This question of, who am I? Who am I? Can you tell me who I am? That is the devil's work. That is not so much the devil's work, but it's more so the field of the devil, because here again, we are talking about the matrix. You are looking for some type of costume, right? So you are essentially giving your power over to society's hand to wield and tell you, yes, ma'am, this is what you are. So, but then we have the Strength card with it too, and the Strength card came out first. The Strength card is acknowledging that there is this depth, this primordial energy within you that is so strong that it is so easily attracting the opposite. It is so easy for this devil energy, right? And the devil energy meaning this fear, this self-abandonment, this neglect of oneself and sacrificing oneself, right? It's just that innocence. It's that purity that so easily calls into question its authority, right? So no wonder it's so easy for us to get into depressive states when we have this innocence, when we have this purity. There's something telling us here that that's wrong. This could have been parents' expectations or society's expectations in general. But I need you to anchor yourself in this strength, okay? Next up, Spirit is bringing forth the cards of the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Star. You are looking for God, and God is looking for you. And you have found each other. Kudos to you. Kudos to you that you have found each other. I'm seeing that there is a strong light being shown on your arts, your gifts, your magical arts, your magical creativity, right? There are people who are looking for you. There are people who are looking for your word. Who are you? You are somewhat of an oracle. Again, remember the power of your perspective, the blessing that is your creativity, your being, right? Spirit is bringing very strongly forth that every intention, and I know that because I know you, that every intention you have set forth has been for good. It has been of pure heart. And I know that. So Spirit is saying that there are people who are looking for you, but there's something inhibiting you. You are inhibiting yourself, right? Remember that we still have these cards of self-acceptance, these cards that are urging us to put down our own sabotage, our own wands of sabotage that we wield at ourselves. And what is that sabotage? It's a belief that you are not the authority. It's a belief that you have to respond to some authority outside of you. And that is a false belief, unfortunately. That's a false belief. Spirit is saying that you are waiting for somebody to bless you. You are expecting that your blessings have to come from something outside of you that has to be greater in power than you. But what you don't recognize is your own authority in the waters in which you would even receive a cup of nourishment, a cup of a blessing, right? And it's a little bit hard of a concept to understand. I get it. Because the way that we've been navigating these esoteric arts or healing arts and your spirituality and whatnot, it has not been without the mask, right? If you have been finding your information from others through the matrix inherently, because how do you not, right? Books are written through the matrix. Everything functions like everything cognitively, everything intellectually is still pervading the matrix because it's written in language, right? And it's written to be understood widely. So Spirit is saying that your maneuvering of this field, as you've tried to understand who you are, it's just been feeding you like story after story, right? And maybe you found a story at one point that you resonated with, and that helped you move along through the next chapter. But the part that we're not seeing is our own ability to craft the story. It's fine. We're a mask. We're a skin. That's fine. That's how we have to move through the world, right? But you are your own story. You are your own authority. You are the author of your own truth, of your own destiny, of who you are. And again, it's not necessarily that it's made to be received by people, but it's made for you to know yourself, right? It's a craft worth taking diligently and carefully. And here again, I'm seeing this not, oh my God, it's not like a martyrdom, but it's like you just want to be, it's like you're taking on other people's shame. You're taking on this concept of shame. And it may not be other people's shame par for par, but it may be that when other people put their expectations on you to be a certain way or to fit in a certain way, that without knowing how to establish yourself in your own authority and how to really take claim of that confidently and know that you're safe in doing so, you had to resort to feeling victimized, right? And so we are looking for a way to navigate and to create our own narrative, to create our own body, to be our own person, to be our own authority once again. She's learning to be a woman, right? Peace in her disturbance. The last thing I want you to forget is that you yourself are the magic. It is not you being shown magic per se. It is you yourself that is the magic, in resonance with the magic around you. And so, despite all of this, I don't see any indication that this is something that you have to grasp intellectually, because who you are fundamentally is a child. Who you are fundamentally is a child of matter, of God, right? And so this has to be something that you can resonate with, this authority in yourself, right? This knowledge of yourself, this wisdom of yourself. This has to be something that you feel in your own body. So next, we are going to investigate then what exists, Spirit, for the costume. How should we intellectualize this, right? What is the costume that this can become intellectualized in? Oh, and very quickly I get the 3 of Cups. And I have the 7 of Wands here coming out as well. Ooh, with the 6 of Swords and the Lover's card. So, it's the Great Mirror. It is the liminal space of the Great Mirror. It is reflecting back to the world. So here, let's see. Reflecting back to the world, the essences of you that you identify in what you see and what your mind sees, right? That's where you can make it a game for your mind. Is that if you let your mind play this game of, oh, when I see something that my body rings as golden, my body is ringing a golden bell, then that's okay. That's something for me that for me is okay to replicate. Or just acknowledge. How do I let the golden ring of my body actually be the image that the world reflects itself back to me as? Does that make sense? How do I, instead of waiting for images to reflect, to then feel like I'm identifying with something by merely just identifying with the reflection of it, how do I be the image, be the expression of it? There's a remembrance to go back to the things that resonate as the most primordial of you. Spirit is also saying that there are multiple things. There are multiple things that you will find yourself loving to do, right? Your identity does not stop at some place. Who are you, my dear? You are the ever-flowing waters of this primordial universe. You are the cosmic chaos, the conscious creativity. So, I want to come back here to these cards, Compassion and Third Eye Chakra, to close this out. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. From source to our heart into the world. Source, my friends, is not the authority above you. It is you must recognize your authority as a co-creator with Source. There is no hierarchy, right? So you need to stop waiting for somebody to give you permission to let this love through, to let yourself be creative. And then we have the third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indiglo, flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Whoever you are, let yourself be powerfully and sometimes erratically, right? Just like that lightning that we have. It's going to come through in odd moments. The rest of it is just being a part of what society is doing at the time, at the moment. Right? Because that is the nature of this time. We're not sitting still on mountaintops right now. You will be seen, you will be perceived. But that's not a bad thing. And again, it is yours through love, through this great passion and devotion, my empresses, to your unbridled appreciation of life, of beauty, of all of it. To let that ring through. Don't get caught up in the thoughts, really don't. Let your body speak for you. Let your vibe speak for you. Okay? Go back to your arts. Go back to the things that you love. Go back to the things that remind you of your beauty, of what a blessing it is to be you. And there you will find who you are. I love you, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you have a good rest of your life.